I think that PUR's changed their formula. I don't remember being this good. Hi, my name is Christina Marie. I do beauty reviews, tutorials, unboxings, and giveaway. I got a review, I got a tutorial, I got a giveaway. The only thing we're not doing in this video is an unboxing. So yes, we are doing a giveaway in this video. We are going to be reviewing the PUR Festival 2.0 palette, and we are giving away a PUR Festival 2.0 palette. Let you know in a little bit what you need to do to enter this. Biggest rules, make sure that you are subscribed, watch the video in its entirety. Somewhere in here will be a secret word that you need to know, and so be on the lookout for that. I'll let you know a little bit what you need to do for this. So I got this as part, speaking of giveaways, I only got a couple of days left of that huge one that we did for our 1,000 subscriber. And that one has over a $400 value in it. I'll put that link in the description box down below, as well as our other giveaways that we're doing. I'll put that in the description box down below as well. So this is the PUR Festival palette. Mirror on this side. Here is this. Pretty shades. Now, here's the ugly part of it. This one, when it came to me, came shattered. I'll insert some pictures now of it. So I have gone ahead and pressed it back in. Here's my tip for when you press your pigments back in. The first thing I do is I spray the shadow down with alcohol, and then I go in and lightly press. And when I'm done, I will take a tissue, put a quarter over it, and then press it one more time to get a smooth finish here at the bottom. So that's what I do when I have to repress the pigments, which I don't like to do because you spent the money on the palette. Mine came as part of the BoxyCharm, but still I spent the money for the BoxyCharm. I did contact BoxyCharm, let them know what happened, took pictures of it. Remember, when you have a shattered palette, that take a picture of it, take a picture of the box it came in, because they'll want the scanning code and everything on it, and send that to BoxyCharm. They were really good. I will say I had that happen once with FabFitFun. Got a hold of them. They said they send a palette out and never seen it. So good job, BoxyCharm, on getting this out. So I have opened this one just enough to, this is the outer packaging. I have opened it just enough to make sure that yes, everything came fine, and it is. So we do a monthly eyeshadow palette giveaway. So we are giving this one away for the month of September. So let's get into a couple looks. I'll kind of let you know what you need to do for the giveaway. And let's start off with some swatches, and then we'll get in some looks and what you need to do, and everything for the giveaway will be somewhere in here. Let's do some swatches.
Euphoric is a very light shimmer. I used it a lot as an inner corner highlight. It would also work great as a face highlighter. Pure Bliss is more of a peach shimmer, and I used it a lot on the brow bone. Photo Op is a light brown that I would use a lot as a transition shade. Dreamland is a light pale pink. I would use it a lot as a transition shade.
That row kind of reminded me of like Neapolitan ice cream with the white and the brown and the kind of red toned.
Turn It Up is a pretty coral shade. Instaworthy is a terracotta shade. Vibes is a bronze shimmer. I had so much problem with this shade. There was so much fallout in it. I've never had that problem before in working with any other shimmers. I don't know why this one was so difficult. Onset is a dark brown that I would use as a crease and outer corner build-up shade. Utopia is a light gray shimmer. Electric is a blue-gray shimmer. Fantasy World is a really pretty lilac shade. VIP Pass is a dark gray shimmer. It's also the shade that came shattered.
Okay, let's now get into some of the looks. Okay, face is done. Obviously my lips are not. I do those last after I figure out what type of eye look I'm gonna go for. So this is what it looks like when the face is done. Obviously the lips are not, and obviously eyes are not. And so now let's go ahead and zoom you in so we can get started on this. I'm really nervous about this part. So I thought I could zoom in on the iPhone. Obviously not. I am switching to a different camera soon, and hopefully that camera has the features to zoom in. So I have gone ahead and already primed the eyes with the Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer in Satin Blush. So let's start off with the transition shade with, I'm going to take a photo op. I'm going to take that on a Luxie 209 large shader brush. Tap off the excess. And right now I'm just going to kind of tap at that end because I've never used this palette before. No idea how pigmented or anything else is. Let's start kind of with the crease shade first and just kind of tap that in. I always start on the outside corner, that way it has the most pigment and will be darker. And kind of just lightly bring that across. Now let's work our way up the brow bone and a little bit on the outside. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. I really like taking this Kalani Cosmetics. It's a blending brush just to kind of blend everything in. So let's do that. And make sure to come up the inner side here. Just make sure everything's really nice and blended, and then take it out a little bit. Obviously, the closer you hold your brush, you're gonna, I think, have a harder time blending. Where if you come up to the end and kind of loosey-goosey, it just, for me, it makes blending a whole lot easier. Okay, now let's take Onset here in our crease and kind of build up that outer corner. I will take that on a Luxie 249 Precision Blending Brush. And I'm just good, because it's so dark, lightly tap into it so I know what type of pigment we're working with first. Tap it off and then go into the core crease. It's coming off a lot lighter. Let's take a little bit more. Kind of work that V. for those of you with hooded eyes like I do, make sure to look up. And it just kind of brings that crease up a little bit. Let's do the same thing on the other eye. Take that same blending brush and just blend out the outer corners here. And sweep across. And I always have this little problem area right here, just getting any sort of pigment to stick to it. And it's not just this one, it can be any eyeshadow, it just doesn't want to stick there. So I end up blending and blending and blending. So let's do kind of this cool tone look using some of these shades down here. I do find with the metallic shades, no matter what I do, it's easier to start with my finger first, and then I'll kind of tight line a little bit right next to the eyelash. So let's take this VIP pass in the outer corner. It's the one that I had that shattered on me. And all I'm doing is just tapping right now. Tapping and then dragging at the very end of it. And see what I'm saying about how there's like a little tiny space right here between where I get my finger and the lashes, and so that's when I will take the brush and just kind of tighten that here in just a minute. Because I don't like using liner on my upper eyes just because I do have hooded eyes and I don't have a ton of lid space to work with. Okay, let's take this really pretty blue electric all across the lid. I'm gonna leave a little space on the inner corner. I'm just gonna switch between the two fingers to kind of blend that together. It blends in really nice together. Okay, do it on the other side. I will say, do notice some fall out. Now see how it's kind of jagged there on top? The color will take care of that. The lid color will take care of that in just a minute. Let's go into Utopia and put that on the inner corners of the lid. It's really light, kind of silver gray. Ton of fallout with this shade. Okay, so now let's take that large shader brush that we had, and I just want to go across the crease to kind of just smooth that jagged line up. Okay, and can you see what a difference that made? Now I'm just gonna spray a little Fix Plus on a Luxie 246 Precision Crease. And then what I'm gonna do is just dip that in that Utopia, and we're just gonna clean up that line on the upper lid. Just right next to the lash line. And then let's go into electric and take that across the center of the lid. And then the VIP pass in the outer corner. Then I'm going to take a Luxie small shader, take the On List, and then just go along the lash line here. Pay particular attention to that outer corner. You want to get that deep. And then lighter as you go in. Now we'll take a photo op, just kind of trying to buff everything out and smoke it out. I'm going to use a Luxie 131 mini angled and very lightly on the pigment. And just right underneath where we tight lined it. just kind of trying to buff it all out a little bit. Let's make sure to dust away any of the fallout that we have. I do want to take a little bit of the euphoric, put it on the inner corners and the brow bone. And I am just using a Luxie 237 blending brush. I do feel like the blue lost a little bit of its luster, so I'm just going to pack a little bit more on. Okay, let me do my mascara and lips and I'll be right back. So I think it's cute. I'm anxious to see how the luster of those metallic shades are going to last throughout the day. So I think what I'll do is, you know, before I go to bed, jump on here and let you take a look for yourselves and see if it kind of lasts or not. It is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. Okay, it's now 10:30. Actually, doesn't look too bad. So I will see you guys with the next day's look. So what'd you think of that last look? Let me know in the comments down below. For day 2, I've already gone ahead and done the face minus lips and eyes. And I think I'm gonna go for a purple look today. So let's kind of do this fantasy world. And then probably for crease, let's do turn it up, this really pretty coral color. And then let's do Dreamland, this peach as a transition. So I'm going to take Dreamland here on a Luxie 209 large shader. There is a ton of fallout on the shade. You can kind of see it there. So just tap, starting with the outer corner of the crease, building it in, and then kind of working my way up. Let's take Turn It Up here on a Luxie 243 Precision Blending. Again, a lot of fallout. And I'm just tapping that in right now in the crease. I'm also going to bring this one down onto the lid in the outer V area as well. And these are blending pretty easy together. I'm just kind of tapping and then dragging it just a little bit. Let's deepen that outer corner. I'm going to take a Luxie 231 tapered blending and just kind of buff out that outer corner, kind of blow it out a little bit. Windshield wiper across the upper portion of the crease. And I'm going to take this Fantasy World. Let's take this on the cloudy kind of packer brush. And I haven't wet my brush this time. I just want to see how it's going to perform without it being wet. I'm just tapping that kind of all over the lid. It is blending really nicely with that coral shade Turn It Up. I'm getting a little bit of fallout, so just kind of dust that away. Let's try putting a little bit of vibes here just in the center. Actually, before we do that, I do want to wet this just a tad and kind of run that Fantasy World purple along the lash line. It's not as a vibrant a purple as it looks here on the eyes. It looks kind of more subdued on the eyes with a more of a pinky tone to it than the purple. I do want to go in and back with the Luxie that we used for our transition and just kind of smooth out that crease area just a little bit. Just blending everything together. Now let's go in with that Vibes. I'm just gonna put that with my fingertip just in the center of the lid. Even my fingertip has a little bit of fallout, which I don't really like that on the shimmers. To see if I can get some of that off here. Did a little bit better. And yeah, I am placing it and just kind of on this outer portion and definitely getting fallout on my eyes when I'm trying to place it over the top of those other colors. I do think I want to go back in and kind of deepen up the purple a little bit right here on both of those. And then I'm going to take Euphoric on the inner corner. I'm going to Tightline Fantasy World on the bottom. And I think this time I'm going to use an e.l.f. eyeliner brush. And I just want to kind of blend the corner together here. The Euphoric on the inner corners. Let's kind of buff out that waterline with a Dreamland here. Just a little tiny bit on the brush. Let's take Pure Bliss just a little bit and put it on the brow bone. I think it turned out really pretty. Let me go put on some mascara and lips and I'll be right back. So I think the look turned out pretty good. So I will see you guys with tomorrow's look. Okay, so I think I'm in the mood today for kind of a pink look, but maybe with a little lighter in the center. So let's take some brown kind of on the top here. So let's go into Photo Op probably as our transition and do on set for our crease. I'm gonna take a Photo Op here just on a Luxie 209 large shader brush. Ton of kick up in the pan as usual. And I'm just gonna put that into the center and then kind of work my way up. Okay, let's use the same brush and then go into that darker onset to deepen up the crease here. And let's just blend that all together. Okay, I think I'm gonna take Fantasy World on the outer corners. And on Luxie 205, I'm just gonna just kind of blend that into the crease and just a little bit across the lid. Now on Luxie 111, I'm gonna take Turn It Up on the inner corners of the upper lid. And then back to my blending brush. Take euphoric and put that just in the center of the lid with my finger. Now I am going to take that, turn it up, and just run it around the lower lash line. Just about halfway. And take that Fantasy World on the rest of it. Now on Alexi 246, let's go in just to that inner corner with euphoric. Now let's just take Pure Bliss right into the arch of the eyebrow, just with the finger. So what do you think? I think it turned out really, really pretty. Let me go put on my mascara and lips and I'll be right back. So I think this turned into one of my favorite looks that I have done all time. I just thought it was so fun and so out there and just out of my normal comfort zone, get a little more color. I really, really like this, you guys. Okay, for the last look, let's do like a brown on top, kind of using these brown shades, and then let's put the blue along the bottom. Okay, let's go in with Photo Op as the transition shade, and I'm taking this on a Lexi 209 large shader. Into the crease, and then tap up. Okay, and then let's work on blending that out just a little bit. And then I'm going to go onset in the crease and just a little bit above. Start where I want it the darkest, and then work my way in. And I'm just going to take the blending eye brush from e.l.f., go back into that dark onset and just kind of put it in, build up that outer corner. Okay, let's kind of blend those in. That took a hot minute. This eye I always have problems with. And just getting it to blend on this outer corner that doesn't want to keep pigment there no matter how much I pack on. It's a nightmare. I'm just gonna go across with Pure Bliss with my finger across the lid. And just tapping it on. Just gonna give it that really soft look. And then let's take euphoric just on the inner corner. I am gonna go back on Pure Bliss and just underneath the arch. Just a tad. And then I'm gonna tight line electric on the bottom. Really concentrating on that outer corner. And then just kind of using whatever's left, kind of bring in so it kind of makes a gradual intensity look. I'm gonna take a little bit of Utopia on the lower lash inner corner. So I think I am gonna take a blue liner, run it along my waterline, put some mascara and lips on, and I'll be right back. So I think it turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. So which of the looks were your favorite? I would definitely say the last two were my favorite. the kind of purple one with the lighter color lid. And then this one I think was really fun to put together for you. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of me doing the kind of like mini tutorials in how I created each of the day's looks in with it, or you just want me to say the shade names that I've used like in the past. Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys can do me a favor, like this video. The more people that like it and leave comments, the more YouTube uses its algorithm and promotes my video, and the more we can grow this channel. So this is the Festival 2.0 palette. It does retail for $36, and of course it does have the 12 pressed pigments in here. Kind of looking down at the iPad as I'm just it says that it instantly coats lids in a dreamy, irresistible color that shines with Festival 2.0, a versatile 12-piece pressed pigment palette of bold, bright, engaging shades that allow you to be as natural or as glam as you want. The benefits are a striking light reflective formula for festival approved looks. Get the festival approved looks with or without right now, a festival. It's fully loaded with striking light reflecting formula that shimmer infused pure 12-piece pressed pigments deliver unmatched sparkle with unwanted chunky glitter. Express yourself with experiment with your makeup looks, complete with an array of matte transition shades. This all-in-one palette has everything you need to create a broad range of festival approved makeup looks. I think you can do some really fun things with it. Because it is that pressed pigment, there is a ton of kick up and there is a ton of fallout. So if you don't like that, it's not the palette for you. If you don't mind it, which I didn't mind, take a brush, gently away any of the fallout, and that's fine. Make sure to tap your brush once you put some on here. Tap it just to get any of that extra out. I was surprised of the amount of fallout in these kind of two shades right here. Gave me a ton, especially this one had a ton, but well, I got it to work. So I didn't have any problems with these blending. They blended really easily, and they did last all day, so that was great. So I'm excited to do this one as part of our giveaway for you guys. Hey, let me know what you guys did over Labor Day weekend in the comments down below. I kind of went up to my family's cabin and spent some time with my parents and my brother and his wife and their child. And of course my husband was with me too. But it's the first like holiday without my baby boy, and he's off at college, and it made me sad. I was like hoping that maybe he might hitch a ride with one of his friends who also goes to the same school, who lives in the same town we do, that hitch a ride back, but no. I'm kind of wondering though if there is a girl that's up there that he might be a little interested in. Don't know, but he keeps saying, oh, my friend this and my friend that, and I don't know. Just mom going bling, bing, 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 bing. Something might be up. Anyway, so I'm super excited to do this as part of our September eyeshadow palette giveaway. So this will go through the entire month of September. On October 1st, my birthday month, we will go ahead and pick the winner. So this giveaway will go through September 31st. On October 1st, I will go ahead and pick that number doing a random number generator, and I will pin the person's first name and first initial of their last name in the comment section of this video on October 1st. I will put a Google link in the description box down below. Make sure to put your YouTube name on that Google link so I can verify that yes, you are a winner. Make sure you also put on that Google form what the secret word is, so that way I know that you guys are paying attention. If you put that secret word in the comments down below, your comment will be deleted and you will be disqualified from this giveaway. I think it's a really good palette, so you want to get your hands on this. It is open international. I am, though, not responsible for duties, taxes, fees, lost in transit, damaged, anything like that for it to get to you. I try to package it up pretty good. YouTube is in no way affiliated with this. I have purchased this on my own to give back to you. You must be 18 years or older in order to enter. If you do want 2 extra bonus entries, go follow me over on Instagram. That handle is beauty, AMA, A-M-A, and the letter B. Only fill out that Google form once, so that way it is fair to everyone. I hope that you guys had a fabulous weekend, fabulous long weekend. Like I said, let me know in the comments down below what you guys did over the weekend. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. YouTube will now go ahead and insert a couple other videos if you have the time. I'd greatly appreciate you checking them out. I am trying to grow the channel here. Remember to take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I will see you soon. Good luck in the giveaway. Bye.